Drake gives you fucking Burger King French fries, and y'all freak the fuck out. I saw you sitting up there with all 5 of them talking about this Drake album was great. Are you kidding?
This is the problem with old hip hop media. It's always been this way, and it's now I'm glad it's finally changing. I'm glad we get more independent creators in hip hop media because the old guard is really shaking up. And I knew this Jay-Z freestyle was gonna put the whole hip hop media, especially the old guard, in frenzy because now it's become protect Jay-Z at all costs. And it's to slander Drake more and more and more. And this take that this guy given, who's supposedly a journalist, obviously he's not, obviously he's biased and don't like Drake. It's going to come through. He's been saying it the whole time. He's biased and don't like Drake. So any conversation about a person who's already biased and don't like the artist goes out of one ear. It should go out of one ear out of the other. Because this guy, bro, need to leave. Just stick to this. Go back. Go in your tape cassette and just go listen to some Betty White or some Barbara White. I don't know whatever. Just go listen to some old rap music and just stay out of hip hop. Like it's not gonna. If you don't like it now, you're not gonna like it then. If you're not gonna like Drake now, you're not gonna like him. Like the criticism is old, tired. Like everybody who don't understand hip hop or have the same regurgitated lines when it comes to Drake, it almost seemed manufactured because how regurgitated it is. I know I'm getting off, but it's just you hear the same thing. Drake is like burgers and French fries. I'm like, no, Drake is a buffet. He can do multiple things. People, if somebody say Drake is just French fries, yeah, he served French fries and burgers. He served lobster. He served shrimps. You like some caviar. He has it all. That's the reason why I appreciate Drake, and it's hard to hate Drake, even though he's not my favorite. But Cole is my favorite when it comes to hip hop. But I can appreciate Drake, multiple talents, and guys like him. It's just a regurgitated old take, and if anybody had his take, it's just that'll work.
This is trash. What happened there? I thought you of all people would be like, nah, Joe, this ain't it.
I think you're missing the mark here. I think if you judge Drake albums against Jay-Z albums, then no. It's an unfair measure. Sure. I personally have never thought
because they're so different. That it's a stupid way to see. Now you getting his metric of how he compare, like how he judge albums. Like that should be a red flag. That's a huge fucking red flag. If you judging Drake music to Jay-Z, get out, go, leave.
Drake makes amazing albums. I think Drake makes good singles and solid albums. Now I'm biased because I don't love emo Drake. I don't love R&B.
There we go. See, I fuck with Marc Lamont Hill, bro. I watched the Joe Budden podcast, and I fuck with Marc Lamont. He is upfront with his biases. He upfront what he don't like, what he do like. He's so upfront, and even though I still think he's a Drake hater, I feel like he's a little bit more, who can call it straight as best as he can. He still has his biases, but the fact that he can call out his biases and what he don't like about Drake makes me respect his opinion, because his opinion is coming from the best place it can come from outside of his biases, and I can respect that. The other this guy, this weird looking dude
be Drake. I only like rapping Drake. I like when Drake is,
and he's consistent with that.
I think he's an excellent rapper. Mm-hmm. I think he's incredibly gifted. I do.
Mark.
I do.
See, here we go.
I absolutely do.
Come on.
I don't always like.
Wait. Are there 10 MCs above him on your all-time list?
Of course.
Are there 20 above him on your all-time list?
Yeah.
20 is crazy. Oh, see, hey, we're gonna have a revolution. The revolution is gonna be people who listen to music versus people who hear music. If you think there are 20 rappers that are better than Drake lyrically, then I don't want to have that conversation with you. I don't have no conversation. I don't want you in my vicinity because you're not listening to music. If you think Drake, if there's 20 rappers that are better than Drake lyrically, then I just don't know what to tell you. You don't listen to music. You hear music. That's all you do. There's, like I said, there's going to be a revolution when this happens.
30?
30 is where it gets interesting. Where I hold, there might be, he's definitely in my top 50. He's probably in my top 30. The challenge with Drake is that he doesn't, I know he doesn't write everything. So then it's like Kanye. I don't know where to
qualifying.
Yeah, it's a disqualifying factor. So
it hurt his feelings if he learned how many rappers that don't like because what the thing we heard was a reference track by Quentin Miller, but Drake was also a writer for Aftermath. He was also a writer who also got help with writer like to get it because the guy who wrote like Quentin Miller, the reference track, he used some of his lyrics, but then Drake made it his own, and that's literally how some of it goes. Some studios, some people just like to write their lyrics and keep it that. Some get inspiration of getting somebody starting something like a vibe, and Drake go. And that's what Drake did with the Quentin Miller thing. He seen what Quentin Miller started, how he attacked the verse and the beat. Then he made it his own by taking some of his good lines and adding his lines on it. So if you listen to like the reference track, it'll be a lot of Quentin Miller, but a lot of Drake, and Drake made it his own. And that's how a good artist do. Because Drake also was a writer too, but that's always going to follow him around. That's always going to follow him around.
I don't even get to the point of the writing because I don't think that he can really flow. I look at him like a penguin among like birds of like, you're never really flowing. So I'm never really getting the first joy I want from a rapper is you flowing in an interesting way with the beat. And then later I'm thinking third, fourth listen, I'm really, oh wow, here's what they said.
Oh, so okay. Now I understand his and that is a see again, he don't listen to music. He only hear music. I do not want to hear people who only hear music. You see what he said? I had to get a third. When I first listen, I listen. When it comes to music, I listen. I don't hear music. I listen to music. I hear if you're trying to say something. And if I come to the conclusion that you're not saying something, then that's when I turn my hearing ears on. But my listening ears are first. That's why I can respect Drake. I can respect Cole. That's why Cole's my favorite. Because when you listen to Cole, you understand, oh, this guy is above everybody. But if you hear Cole, you can be like, man, he's kind of boring. He's kind of dull. But if you listen to Cole and what he's saying, the message he had behind it, the way he flipped, the double entendres, Cole is the best rapper out of all of them. But Drake is also a really good rapper, like a really elite rapper. Him and Cole, to me, are the best ever. And Jadakiss. I put Cole and Eminem. Eminem, when it comes to like rapping about anything, like Eminem just a encyclopedia. Like his pen is crazy. But yeah, like that's why I can appreciate it. This guy, him breaking down his thought process explains so much to me, and why he's always going to be a terrible journalist. Why he should stay away from music. Period. I just don't like these people in music. I don't like people who hear music instead of listening to music because they always can dismiss the work because they go, oh, well, I'm hearing the flow. I don't like his flow. Like Drake get that same criticism, but everybody flows. Everybody got a flow. Jay-Z got the same flow. Nobody hates on Jay-Z and say, oh, you got to switch up your flow. Drake has switched up his flow a lot, but when it comes to his timestamps, he always have the same flow pattern, and people get bored about it. I don't care about it because I listen to music, so I like his lyric ability, not just his flow. But I understand the flow thing, but it's lazy. It's lazy.
But like the flow is the first thing that wraps me in. Your relationship to the rhythm. Drake never gives me interesting relationship to the rhythm. I'm like, somebody said, he sounds like, all his songs sounds like voice note recordings that were forced onto a beat. And I'm like, yes.
I agree with that. I feel like Drake is almost like spoken word. Like a lot of his sound like spoken words. But it's so great. It's just not always flowing the same. I think Drake would admit that his flow, like it sounds like 40, like the engineering is doing a lot of the hard work because Drake is never not all the time on a beat. Like when he rap, it's I think it's all about what he's saying, not how he's doing it.
Yes.
His relationship to the beat is interesting.
Yeah.
Because
I agree with this.
Like, say Eminem, who particularly early albums, excellent rapper, wasn't always wasn't always on beat, wasn't always in the pocket. I don't think early Kanye was in the pocket all the time.
Yeah, Kanye, I agree with this.
He's not.
You know, and there have been some moments where one of my top 5,
Jay-Z,
who don't be on beat.
Jay-Z sometimes don't be on. It's a lot of rappers that don't always be on beat.
I'll just say
Wait,
that.
Who?
He's a New York rapper. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jay-Z or Nas?
I don't know what you're talking about. But my point is,
I mean, I would
and Nas.
I would say that sometimes
it happens to everybody because Nas too. I heard he's off beat a lot too. Nas.
I mean, those guys are at such an elite level of rhythm.
See, here we go.
They go off beat on purpose.
See, I knew he was gonna say this. Drake don't know how to do it. They just do it on purpose. No, they don't do it on purpose. Sometimes when you got to say something very, very eloquent and very poignant and you're trying to get a point across, sometimes you don't care if you on beat. But look how you make excuses. See, this is why people are starting to hate hip-hop media and seeing the bias in hip-hop media and the old guard, like this old dusty motherfucker right here. Like, this is why they starting to hate these bird-faced media-looking people in hip-hop, because this is what they do. They make excuses for what they like and then try to denigrate. Like, they don't come from a fair, unbiased. But I like Marc Lamont Hill because he would say, hey, I'm biased. This bird-faced looking dude right there with the glasses would never say he's biased. He's like, well, it's just my... Like, I hate... These are the worst type people. The worst. They the fucking worst.
For a creative point, right? Like, it matters. It's not
Here we go.
I just don't feel
artistic.
Like Drake, just the same way that Kendrick made it like, does he really, really understand African-American culture? No.
Here we go.
Does he really, really understand rhythm at the level we want? Because for the most part, rappers are rhythm dealers, right? They deal rhythm from their mouth in a way that gives us fucking dopamine.
Not just that, but
right. They're also generally giving us confidence, right? In the way they speak, right? They're so badass that we want to be like.
Not all the time.
Them. Karis once said that a rap song is like a confidence sandwich. You put it in your mouth and it makes you.
It can be.
Feel confident.
But that's one element of it.
Right. That's so much of what we want from rappers. Drake, I mean, I can kind of see why he gives some people the vision of confidence, but I'm like, he's such a cornball rapper.
Oh my God. This corny face, duck face looking, he should never, if this is the most hilarious thing. This guy calling somebody a cornball. I'd rather be a cornball than.
Rappers have to be fucking cool. He's so fucking corny.
That's a different issue.
He has to be fucking corny. He's so fucking, look, this guy is the worst, bro. This guy got beat up in high school. Yo, shout out to my nerds, but some of you motherfucking nerds need to get your ass whooped. Like, this guy looked like he never got punched in the face. Like, him calling somebody, this is the kettle calling the pot black. This bird face looking motherfucker cannot call nobody corny. See, people just so unaware, bro, of themselves. Like, I'd rather be corny than this motherfucker. Like, what are you? If Drake's corny, what are you, dude? You are like, bruh.
No, but the corniness comes to me through the music. I'm not talking about
the corniness comes through me through the like,
stage Drake. I'm just talking about just listening to
this nigga had no testosterone in his body.
Him rap through a song.
I'm okay with corny Drake. I'm okay with Drake being corny. I can live with that.
And
I can absolutely live with that. What I struggle with him is the content. I don't.
This is another lazy take. I love Marc Lamont Hill, but this is a lazy take. Everybody want Drake to have different content. Like, Drake is held at a standard that no other rapper is held at. Like, even Cole, I'm a Cole fan. Nobody tell Cole, hey, you should do, like, they did give him a little pushback on the college stuff. Just a little bit, but most of it, came from a lot of, gangster rappers, because Cole was such a good rap, like gangster fans that like gangster rap, because Cole was such an elite rapper. People wanted him not to talk about like his college experience, but Drake get an unfair criticism about his content because he has so very much. Like I say, Drake is a buffet. You can get lobster, steak, fast food, cake, pie. It's all there if you go look for it. If you are doing a research and you listen and you do the research, or actually Drake, his music collection is a buffet. You're going to get a lot of things. Spanish. Like, he does it all. Dance hall. Like, he's a buffet. That is the accurate way to categorize Drake, instead of saying he's just fast food. That is a lazy take. If you have that take, that's a lazy take. That's just a lazy take. Stop saying these lazy takes, bro. Like, I'm so tired of these like gray beards coming here and giving lazy take. And I love Marc Lamont. Like, again, I love Marc Lamont Hill, man. He probably gets better with this conversation, but this guy right here, there's no hope for this guy. This duck face looking dude is out of here, bro.
Love the content. I didn't like it when it was every song was about women breaking his heart.
It ain't every song, but here we go.
I didn't like it when he put on his leather jacket and grew a beard and decided he was cool. I didn't like it when he started, I didn't like Misogynist Drake.
Hip hop. Oh my God, I don't like misogynist. Who do you like misogynist then? You don't like misogynist Drake. I wonder what rapper you do that does misogyny.
There's a few stages of Drake.
Because I best believe most rappers do misogyny in hip hop.
I didn't like, and I typically don't like all the. There's very few albums I want to hear from top to bottom because of the singing and because of that, all the things I just mentioned.
Now this is I agree with. This is why I'm not the most hugest fan of Drake. I like Drake when he raps too. His singing is a hit and a miss to me. It can be very good or it can be very bad to me.
What I liked about this album.
Yeah, I like this album. It's probably my favorite Drake album.
He had something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I thought at times it was a little annoying and a little not repetitive, but it was
the fact that you think it was, the fact that people have this criticism that it was annoying that he was repetitive. He literally named the album Iceman. The whole theme of the album was revenge and letting you know I'm gonna get my revenge. Iceman. That was the theme of the album. So it just I hate the current hip hop media critics, because that is a terrible take. Oh, it gets tired that you keep talking about what happened to you, what a life-changing thing that happened to you. Oh, stop talking about it. Why you keep talking about that life-changing thing that happened to you? Why you keep saying it? Why you keep talking about it? What's wrong with him? Like, it's the most insane thing ever. He's an artist. He's not on interviews. He's saying it in his music, which was what we want. We want artists to express how they feel through art instead of going on Twitter and just tweeting about it, right? That's what we want. But every time Drake do it, it's a problem. It's annoying. Nobody listen. Just stop listening to Drake. If I knew I didn't like Drake, singing Drake, I know I'm not going to like it as much. So guess what? I don't go to singing Drake. I go to rap Drake. See? Easy. Solve. Problem solved. Just like that. You can solve your problem that easy.
All right, we get it. You're no longer singing about women who break your heart. Now you're singing about men who break your
heart.
I
don't know if I can do this whole fucking thing. How long is it?
That's what you think is the meta message of this? All these guys broke my heart?
Yeah, for sure. Even if he doesn't know it, that's what it is.
No, Drake has, oh my God.
Oh, see that I see that all the time, that he says something that he doesn't mean to say, right? And that you said he didn't mean to make this about grievance and all these guys.
How do you know?
As LeBron, Kendrick, Budden, etc. hurt me. He doesn't mean to do, but he does. And he does that all the time.
Almost like an artist who's expressing his emotion through music, through his art. Oh my God. That's so crazy.
About Kendrick makes white people feel guilty, and Kendrick likes that. This is a black-centric world.
This is a black-centric. I hate this motherfucker. People
should feel uncomfortable.
Somebody should punch this motherfucker in the face. He never been punched in his life.
At least a little bit when they come into hip-hop. So if Kendrick...
That shit was corny, what he just
makes
said.
People feel guilty or uncomfortable, white people, that's a good thing.
I think he misinterpreted the line, but hip hop media has been misinterpreting the line the whole time.
And Drake never makes
Drake says something more complicated than that.
Oh, there we go.
Ever.
Come on, Mark.
So
shut up
yourself in trying to diss him for making white people feel guilty, right? And like rapping like you're trying to be the slaves.
Mark.
Like you are saying.
Oh, see, I knew he was gonna bring that line up, bro.
The opposite of
what
you should be
Mark,
saying, and
please.
you don't realize it.
Mark,
he does that sort of thing all
Mark,
the time.
I think y'all are ungenerously interpreting him.
Yes, preach, Mark.
I think his point was, you're the kind of rapper that makes white people feel guilty, and that's why they're supporting you, not because they like it, but because
yes, finally, come on,
because they feel
come on.
Kendrick likes it.
No,
Kendrick
shut up.
They're guilty.
I'm sure he does, but I think that's an interesting critique.
Yes, that's what
Kendrick in terms of his modus operandi.
But I think Kendrick is so deeply black centric. He does not think about what his white fans would or would not want.
Cap. He literally did a Taylor Swift feature. He cares about his white fans.
And I think y'all read Kendrick. I think y'all read Kendrick too generously sometimes.
Yes.
And as far as the
yes.
As far as the
you look at his face. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark. Stand on it.
The slaves free. He said you rapping like you trying to see the slaves free. You just acting like an activist is make believe. He wasn't criticizing him. He wasn't saying
Mark.
like
it's
wrong to want the slaves free. He's saying you're a fraud. He's saying you act like you want the slaves free.
Yes.
But you do this other thing over here. You don't. What he said like there's no money trees.
But you don't go back to your hood to plant no money trees.
Or whatever. I don't remember the exact line.
Yes, it was just a play on money trees off the Good Kid, Mad City.
But his point was you're a fraud.
Yes.
But people decided because they don't fuck with Drake to make it seem like he was saying there's something wrong with wanting slaves to be free. Like you rap like you want to get the slaves free.
Yes. Let's go, Mark. Let's go.
No, I mean your interpretation is correct, but I think there's a little more to it, and I think that
what is it? What is it, Duckface?
It was definitely a tone deaf moment.
Oh my God! It was
in one of
the pedophile bars wasn't tone deaf though, but okay.
Videos, I said I sort of fell into this line of like Kendrick made "All Right," which is a sort of generational black anthem.
I love that song, but.
And the song is that because of the song itself, how it sounds, and because it's Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
Or I also remember this part. Who does the song that leads us out at the end of Black Panther? Kendrick, right? Because it's Kendrick. Drake could not create an all.
Could not.
Right. He does not have the standing in the black community
to
create a song like that. He could not be the guy at the end of Wakanda. Right?
Go.
Not Wakanda.
This is the crux of it. And they hated the Jewish line. Is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why you want not see me on the top like I do to do? Like that line is literally very, very. And when I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, they hated Marc Lamont Hill say he hated that line. But that line is beautiful, and it actually points out the crux of why hip-hop media don't like Drake. Drake is everything you don't that is not hip-hop. Drake is a Canadian, light-skinned, mixed, biracial Jewish. Like, these are all strikes against Drake in hip-hop. If hip-hop, like media, hip-hop fans, all 5 of those are strikes. And Drake still became the most successful rapper. Despite that, which is insane. This is why I tip my hat off of him. But he doesn't fit the mold. Kendrick fit the mold. He's from Compton, black, Dr. Dre, West Coast support. Like, he fit the mold to a T what we want hip-hop representation. Drake don't. And that always been the elephant in the room that nobody want to come out and say. They go, oh, nah, we just don't like. Nah. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than rap. It literally is deeper than rap. It's how you present. Drake don't present like we want rap, especially in America, what we want rap to look like. He don't. He just never will. And I think Drake has come to terms with that and is pissing hip-hop media off. Because Drake is like, okay, I can't. Because I feel like Drake really wanted to be down with hip hop media when he came to the States. When he came to America, he really wanted to be down with hip hop media, but he got shunned. He got shunned a lot. They were like, no. Wayne gave him the stamp, and they still were like, yeah, but you Wayne, little Canadian singer rap. Like, Drake is not what we grew up on in hip hop. He just never gonna be that. And in a huge segment of hip hop fans are never gonna like him, no matter what he do. And journalists, they're never gonna like him. So that's the reason why I always take anything hip hop media say about Drake with a grain of salt. It's hard and it's unfortunate because you can't believe in hip hop media no more because they can't be honest because they have that biasness. We all have biases, but that biases won't allow them. Like even Eminem had to go through. He had to get the Dr. Dre, the 50 Cent. He had to have a lot of people around him to accept it, even though he was so fucking talented. It's just unfortunate that's just how it works. There is a little bit of racism, but a little bit of trying to. I understand because they're trying to protect the genre in a certain way, but at the same time, it does feel a little bit unfair of things they can't control. Like if you're white or Jewish or Canadian, you can't help that. If you're talented, it just is what it is. So it's always a conundrum in hip hop media, which is why it's just tough now.
On the 4, 5, 7, nothing, right? He's not that guy. So just his connection to blackness, the soullessness, the productness of him, the most def critique that you are compatible with shopping, that you are such a part of the machine. To me, as opposed to Jay-Z, who is absolutely capitalist down, right?
Yes,
and made a video
he's
about
part of the machine.
How he's an unethical billionaire.
Yes,
also. But he is an artist with the pen, and I mean that in quotes because obviously he doesn't write. He is one of the greatest ever, and
I agree.
Freestyle absolutely adds to that canon. I mean, there's so much great shit in there.
So let's get to. I do want to say one more thing about Drake though.
Come on, Mark.
I'm not a Drake stan. Again, if Drake has made 10 albums, I like 2 of them. And this just happens to be one of them. I think this was his most depth. I think this was.
God, you like 2 of them, and this is one of them.
Yes.
I
agree with him.
I like more than 2 of them, but this is an album. I probably like 4 Drake albums, but that I really enjoy listening to and still go back to. You know,
mine is
Nothing
Was
the Same. Take Care, of course. This one. I just think this album.
You like that double album too, don't you?
I hated that shit. And I haven't liked the Drake album in a while either. But my point is Drake. I don't hold Drake and Kendrick in the same category. I hate that they even get compared to each other. Kendrick is a generational talent. Kendrick is an amazing rapper. Kendrick has a consciousness and a soul and an artistry that I don't think any other rapper at the elite commercial level matches for him. Right? He just doesn't have a peer.
Yeah.
See, it's hard for me to like Kendrick because the way they talk about him is almost like Kendrick is very talented, and I agree he's a generational rapper. But to not recognize J. Cole as one of those or Drake, like it's just disrespectful. It's just especially Cole. Like I'm tired of the disrespect of Cole, bro. Cole, what he say lyrically can bless a Nate. Like I'm so tired of the disrespect, man. I'm so tired of the disrespect to Cole. Man, I don't know what we got to do. Like, I don't know if Cole got to start punching niggas. Like, I know he's a nice guy. He's a family guy. But I think Cole got to start robbing niggas or something. He got to do something because, God damn it, bro. How many times y'all going to disrespect Cole like Cole ain't one of them ones? Like, I'm starting to get, like, a little upset for my nigga. Like, I'm about to put a Dreamville little hoodie on and start robbing niggas just so they know not to fuck with Cole. Like, I'm going to have to start doing something for Cole. Like, I'm a Cole disciple. I'm a Cole stan. I don't want to go on a Cole rant, but it's needed. We need Cole, bro. Cole, what we gotta do? Cole, what we gotta do? Yo, Cole, give me the call. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna send you a DM, Cole. What we gotta do to make these niggas respect your pen? Because clearly they ain't listening to the music. Because they were listening, they would know that you are a generational rapper. But the disrespect to Cole just always seemed weird to me. I don't know, bro. We might have to like hit niggas in the face. We might have to rob niggas. I don't know what we gotta do. I'm down, Cole. Give me the call. I'm down. They disrespecting your name. They don't know what. Let's get back to this shit, man.
At the commercial, and I think Drake doesn't have a peer in terms of making pop music. I think they're just different people. Again, as a rapper, you know, at this moment, there's nobody who does
these niggas
make me mad. There's nobody who does what Kendrick does. I don't think they're fighting for the same crown, or they shouldn't be. I don't think they're fighting for the same
at all.
Shouldn't be is where it irks me. If you say you like Drake and he makes you happy, great.
Word.
I'm not gonna yuck your yum. When you say he's the number 1 or number 2 rapper, or he's a better rapper than anybody,
he's a better artist overall than everybody
that I like.
He ain't better than Cole though, as a rapper.
Then
even
I start
Kendrick
to get
ain't better.
Upset. And this goes back. I mean, like millennials been saying this shit for a while.
Yo, Mark.
I remember
Mark Duff that nigga, Mark.
On the fucking Thunder, tweeting about he thought Drake was the greatest rapper of all time. And I'm tweeting back at him like, you're out of your fucking mind, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? But millennials been talking that Drake 1 shit or Drake 2 shit.
That's not a crazy take.
It's not a crazy take.
I think it's a wrong take, but I don't think it's a crazy take. I think it ultimately comes down to what your standard is. And there's a generation of kids.
That's just it. If you lower this is why Drake pisses me off. If you lower this,
yeah, there we go. Now some truth coming, you bird face looking motherfucker.
Standard of MCing, then yes,
Drake shouldn't piss you off. Drake shouldn't piss you off. Then, like if you don't talk about lower standards of MC. Drake shouldn't piss you off if you don't like Drake. I never got that about people. Like I never got why if Drake pisses you off that much, why the fuck you listen to him? It's so stupid when people go, man, I hate Drake. Like what I'm not noticed as a Cole fan is there's a lot of Drake haters that are first to the party before fucking Drake fans. It's fucking crazy when you realize that. As a Cole fan, we don't have to go through that shit. They leave us Cole fans alone to enjoy Cole music. When it comes to Drake, the Drake haters almost outnumber the Drake lovers. I think they just fans. They're Drake fans. At the point that you go out of your way to post about Drake, talk about Drake constantly, talk about his product, so like that's fan behavior. You are a fan. Hate him or not, you are a fan. That at that point, because I talk mostly about Cole. I like Drake. I like Kendrick, but it's starting to be hard to like Kendrick because how people are like making him this messiah and all this. I'm like, he's not that. He's a good rapper. Calm down. That's what I'm saying. He's generational talent. I agree with that, but it's just don't make him out to be something he's not. Right? And that's what hurt him. That's what's going to hurt him in my eyes when they try to make him bigger than what he is just because he represents black culture the right way. Like it's just disingenuous.
But why would you lower the standard? Not even change the standard because the
I don't think it's lower. I think it's changed.
Get him, Mark.
He is a lower standard of rapping, and he wouldn't have. Here's part of the problem because the fans, the Drake fans, want to throw in the numbers that supposedly makes him legitimate, right?
Bird face.
A large part.
Jay-Z was throwing up numbers and money, and nobody had a problem with that.
Part of his numbers of his fan base.
Who you think he got it from?
Are white fans. So
a large fan of everybody. See, this is what I don't like. I don't like Bird. Like I can't wait till these niggas die off. I can't wait till you die. Like because what they do is ruin hip hop discourse. People like him who's too old in the tooth, get your bitch ass out of hip hop, bro. Because if you saying, oh, most of his fans are white fans. Newsflash, you go to a Jay-Z concert, you go to any fucking body concert in hip-hop, they have a lot of white fans. The majority are all white fans. Hip-hop, like it or not, are run by white fans. If you don't have white fans, you're not going to be a hip-hop. You can rap, but you're not going to be a professional rapper making money off of it without white fans. So I hate the disrespect of white fans. Like having a bunch of white fans is a mark against you. Like it's so stupid. Again, I hate these tired regurgitated. Like I can't wait to this die off. Can't wait till people like him die off too, man.
Using his numbers,
I only listen to this because of Mark. I respect Mark so much, but I don't want this nigga nowhere. Hopefully YouTube don't punish me by having this nigga anywhere near my after this. Man, I'll punch him in his face if I see that little weird
platinums and the streaming numbers, whatever, as an argument for his greatness means.
Can we fast forward this nigga? Why we get it? Why we gave this nigga his own shot? We should never get it. We should never. I should never see this face. I should never see this much of this nigga's face. Like I hate seeing his face. This like bring Mark, bring him back in.
Who don't give a shit about hip hop?
Oh my god.
Are effectively
never get his nigga one shot. He got too much face.
Voting on what is great or not in hip hop.
Bring Mark in.
Akin
Mark.
to having Canadians vote on the American presidential election.
I'm about to.
We do not care.
Oh,
what
thank
your
God, Mark.
Is. I do not care.
They might do a better
Becky,
job.
who doesn't care about hip hop and only loves Taylor Swift and Drake. I don't care that you fucking stream that. And Drake has a lot of white.
Oh my
fans.
God! How long is this? This
That's
guy
fair.
is.
I mean, I would argue
he's exhausting me.
We have to make a distinction between like having a lot of white fans and having a lot of non-hip hop fans, because the Roots have a lot of white fans.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, Mark. Mark. Thank God, Mark.
A lot of white fans.
This is why I respect Mark. Mark is not trying to just go narrative, talking point after talking point, narrative after narrative. Mark, come on.
Having
Mark.
white fans to me isn't the
pot of the month.
It isn't the issue for me. And if you sell over 1 million records, you could probably got a bunch of white fans.
Yes.
For me, it's the second piece of what you said, which is is how steeped in the hip hop context and culture, are these fans, and is this music?
Now that's a fair criticism. I understand that, but
and I think
the
Drake
white fan
is
thing
more in the hip hop context than people would like to agree with.
Admit.
And this is for somebody who's not a big Drake fan.
See, he got to keep qualifying it because he's in the face. Stop qualifying, Mark. You are solid. It's this bird face nigga that's not solid.
Drake is incredibly talented, and because people
I hate
don't
that
like
he
him
gotta
for a
keep
lot of
qualifying
legitimate reasons, they undersell his talent.
Yes.
And I think, and I also hate this front of the house, back of the house beef.
What is he?
What are you grabbing? What are you grabbing?
What is the
You
talent?
don't think Drake is talented?
What is?
Oh, see now
what
it's
do
just.
you think he's talented at?
Rapping,
I think up until
music.
this album, I think he's shown an incredible ear for melody. I think he's an excellent songwriter, and I think he's a skilled and sophisticated lyricist, even if you don't like what he's rapping about.
Yes.
I can't give you a sophisticated lyricist.
Yes.
Not in a world where Jay-Z and 3K
See, here we
exist.
go. Here we go.
He's not on their level though. That's the point. This is it would be like saying SGA is not an elite basketball player because he's no Kobe Bryant or he's no, you know what I mean? There's levels. Andre 3000, Black Thought, Jay-Z, Nas. I'm gonna throw Rakim in there. I'm gonna throw Kane in there. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw Lupe in there. If we just talk about lyricism, I could throw
very easy.
Kendrick in. I could name 20 people and say, you know what? I'll throw Wayne in there and say like he's not them. But that's the 1%. Like
yes.
Like
no, great, fine, great. I mean, if he's not in your top
God,
15 conversation,
I'm so glad
then
this
I
is
don't
over
really
with.
give a shit.
This was painful.
And that's where I'm at.
This was painful.
Thank you, Mark. I'm like, your list is
Thank you,
bullshit.
Mark.
And the higher he gets on your list, the more bullshit you are.
Thank you, Mark.
You and I agree.
Oh my God. Thank God for Marc Lamont Hill for saving this. I just couldn't. This guy's literally the worst. Like, he's every person. You ever want to just punch a person in the face multiple? Like, this duck face looking. They need to die out of hip hop. Like, I respect my elders, but these motherfuckers be ruining hip hop discourse with regurgitated narratives and like cold takes. Like, these are terrible takes. These are regurgitated old lines that people saying. It's the worst. It just fucks up hip hop. So I hate him, and thank God for Marc Lamont Hill, part of the month. He did his thing in this. He made it more interesting and more palatable for me too, because the other guy was just a fucking dunce, bro. Like niggas like him need to die out. Any DNA of his need to die out. We gonna make sure that die out, bro, because he's terrible for hip hop discourse and ruins him, like people like him. But yeah, that is it. That was Marc Lamont Hill saving. I'll never want to see this duck face looking, ostrich face looking motherfucker ever again. Mark, bro, stop having this nigga on. I heard a little bit of this conversation, and I just couldn't believe. I'm glad that Mark kept it G and kept it real, and I like that about Mark. Mark he's always solid. So that is it, my fellow critics. I'm out. Peace.